going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On this episode, we're going to be working on a 2019 Chevy Tahoe. It's not a huge project, but it's still going to be a lot of work that goes into it. A lot of stuff's got to come apart just to paint these little pieces that we're going to paint. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, now we got all four of the door panels done. We're gonna move on to the dash and the steering wheel. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get this side panel popped off and get this pulled off and this popped out. And I believe there's a couple screws underneath here, and then that piece should pop right off. All right, we got the driver's side air vent bezel off. It is connected to this vent, so you could either do it two ways. You could tape it off, or you could take it off, which is probably what I'll do because I don't like leaving things together and masking them up. So in order to get that bezel off, it's plastic welded to the other piece, so that'll have to be melted and to be able to pull it apart. We got another one right here. Another one right here, right here, right here, and right there. And then once, like I said, you got to melt those, and then as you're melting them, heating it up, you'll pull it apart. And you want to make sure that you do not damage those, because that's how you got to put it back together too. So, show you how to do that real quick. All right, and what you're going to want to use is like a little butane torch. You don't want to use a lighter, you don't want to use a soldering iron. It'll all damage this stuff around it. And then as you're heating it up, you put a light pressure on it, pushing it apart as you heat it up. And then there's that piece all off. And like I said, you want to make sure you don't damage these little tabs, because you got to use those to put back on. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to heat them up and then straighten them out, so when you put it back together, they go through those holes easily. And you don't want to get it too hot, just enough to where it's soft enough to straighten out with like a pair of pliers or something. Flatten it out. All right, about to get these steering wheel bezels taken off, but first we gotta pull out the airbag. But before you do any of this, make sure you disconnect the battery. You don't want those problems. So we got the battery disconnected. I'm gonna pop the airbag out real quick. All right, I'm gonna get the steering wheel taken apart, get these silver bezels off of here. First thing you gotta do is you gotta pop these buttons off the back. You can just use a panel tool or whatever and pop them off. Then there's a screw behind each one. All right, that's a T10. You're going to take these out. There you go. And then that's the last two pieces. All right, got this lower dash cover off. All we're going to do is pull these off to be able to get this out and these off. Got those side panels popped off of both sides. Now what we're gonna do is get this piece taken off. All right, got the cup holder piece off the center console. And what we're gonna do is get this, pull this 7mm bolt out, this one and this one. This should pop off. And raise this up out the way. And then I think this will just pop off. I think. I can't remember. But we'll figure it out. All right, we're gonna get this last dash piece off, and we gotta pop this off. And I think there's maybe 1 or 2 screws, and I think this just pops off after that. But, and we found some more bolts. There's 3 7mm under there holding this piece on. So this piece just unsnaps. New clips though, it doesn't unsnap very easy, but all right, and here's the passenger side dash air vent slash trim bezel, and it's the same thing, plastic welded together. Got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 of them, and hopefully this one comes apart a little easier than the radial bezel did. All right, give you guys a little look at the extent this thing had to go just to paint these little pieces. The door panel's off, the The dash all taken apart, steering wheel off. Back door panels. All this disassembly just for these little bit of pieces over here. Alright, got all the pieces in here taped down, ready to spray. About to wipe them down with wax and grease remover real quick. And then spray them with some adhesion promoter, followed by some sealer. And then we'll get the color sprayed on here. Let's go. Alright guys, it's the next day. Got all these little trim pieces painted. 2 or 3 pieces I got a wet sand and buff. I don't know what they're staticky or can't really see it, but it's always the little pieces that want to get the most amount of dust in them. I don't know why, just how it always happens. But I'm gonna get these pieces all polished up and start getting it all put back together. Get the truck put back together and get this thing out of here. Let's go. All right, I'll start putting these pieces back together now. Man, I have to heat these up a little bit to get them to go through the whole. before we get these door panels put on here, we need to put these clips and then also this weather stripping on the door before the door panel goes on. And they just simply go just like this. And you have to do this before the door panels go on, otherwise it's impossible. And this is the reason why we took them off the door panels when I was disassembling everything. Just go just like that. And then put this in. Pushed down and locked in place. And then that's ready to go. And then when you go to put the door panel on, those clips just snap into those holes right there. So let's get the door panels, or let's get all the rest of these put on, and then start getting the door panels put on. Alright, while Claude's over there getting the door panels put on, I'll start putting this dash back together. First piece we're going to put on is this driver's side vent. Console pieces. These Phillips screws in, one on each side. All right, got the Tahoe all back together. Ready to go home. Take a look at it. That's it for this one. Make sure you guys hit the like button, and also go follow the new Instagram page we made for the channel. Links in the description below. Subscription description. I think I said it right the first time. If I didn't, you know what I meant. It's down. It's down there. But and drop a comment. Subscribe. You man, do all that. You know what to do. This is YouTube. You guys know what to do. I'm tired of telling y'all, man. So I don't know what's going on, man. It's like, oh shit. Plane crash. It's going down, man. We got to get out of here. All right, I'll catch y'all in the next episode.